Hey guys, Viggoman here, and welcome to Saros. This settlement is believed to be over 1000 years old and is one of the oldest settlements in the kingdom of Argos. Saros was once the home of a massive sea fort which was protecting the bay that Saros is built around. But hundreds of years ago, this castle here and the entire town was demolished by a monster attacking from the sea. The houses of Saros has been rebuilt, but the castle never was. Instead, other castles have been built on more strategic places further inland, such as Somerset and Nussehold. And Saros mainly act as a harbour for getting goods by ship to these two castles. These days, Saros is a smaller town, not as big as it was, and it's calm and cozy, and there's a couple of houses here. Many of them work either as fishermen or farmers of olives and wine. The town is frequently visited by the many storms roaming around the oceans outside this area, and the villagers are used to rebuilding their things after each storm. This has made the people of Saros hard but very humble. If you enjoyed today's video, please show your support by hitting the like button. It's the best way of telling YouTube that this Viggoman dude is pretty alright. Maybe promote his videos to more people. And feel free to come with any feedback you have in the comment section or join my Discord and post it in the Saros chat. Anyway, let's finish off the time-lapse for today and move over to the tour part where we take a look at everything that has been built in detail. Let's start today's tour here from one of the best views, in my opinion, of this place, over at the beach, looking up at the cliffs that Saros is built on. I'm loving these cliffs here. These are all man-made. This area here was really just flat, and as you can see here, I'm not entirely done. I am planning on building more here, which will be where the castle is. So I'm very happy with these cliffs here and the way it fades into the beach. It looks really cool. Before we start the tour, let me show you on the map where we are. Saros is built on this peninsula here, protecting this little natural harbor here, which is where we will eventually build a harbor for Saros. Nothing big, but just like a little harbor here to get some ships in. It's built very close to Somerset, which is built on this peninsula, and then Nussehold up here, and eventually these will all be connected by a road going along this mountain range here and then connecting it all up to Saros, kind of creating a little separate community here on this part of Argos. Anyway, let's start the tour here by checking out the houses. We have built two farmhouses, one here and another one over there. Then we have built the mayor, or not the mayor, but the lord of this place. And the lord used to be a very powerful person many years ago, but as we have established, it is not a popular spot anymore. Or Saros has lost its popularity and people have moved to other settlements that are newer and better and safer around here. But there is still a lord here. He's under the Lord of Somerset, and he just makes sure that Saros functions, that it's always possible to get goods to and from the harbor here and stuff like that, which is really, in the big picture, the main purpose of Saros is to get goods to the other two castles. This is the Lord's house here. Down here we have a tavern for all the sailors and fishermen and stuff coming into here with goods and fish and whatever. They can stop here and have some food and drink and stuff, which I guess is important to get some rest. And then up on this little hill here in the back, I need to replace this and work this cliff a little bit more, I see. But let's just pretend that the cliff is all detailed. But here we have a small inn as well. So a small inn for the sailors that want to spend the night in Saros as well. So let's get going with checking out this house right here. But again, yeah, there will be more videos of this place here, so come with ideas for what we will build. We will build the castle, or the fort, the ruined fort here, and it's going to like extend into the ocean with like some kind of protecting the harbor even more. There's going to be a lighthouse all the way out there. We're going to build like another cliff up there, and then a couple more houses alongside or along the peninsula here. Some houses for the fishermen down there, and then a small market in this open area here. Now we can finally start the tour. This house here is an olive house or farm. They sell olives and they run many of the farms that will be built in this area here. And they collaborate with this neighbor here. So they both kind of run some olive farms. And these here sell pure olives as they are. And then the neighbor sells olive oils. There's going to be like some pressing and stuff happening over there. So let's get started here. Beautiful architecture here, inspired by Mediterranean, but also some Tyrol as well. So really cool. You come in here. There's a little shop, and you can buy olives from this place. Yeah, and then in here we actually have like the downstairs for the massive fireplace or oven to make food, and basically this is a small kitchen here. I think it's pretty cool. And then we can just continue over here and get out to the little backyard. And this is connected to the main street here, of course, with this gate. And there's a small cabbage field here as well, because yeah, people need other than just olives, all right? So there's a cabbage field here. And then there is like this storage area below, or in the first floor here. Here we have all the olives and things like that. And it also runs all around to the back here. Yeah, pretty cool. So we can run around and yeah, get to the front here. Let's close the doors like that. And there is a stair going up along the side here as well. Whoops, did not mean to do that. There we go. Bringing you inside here where we have like the living room and the sleeping areas and stuff. So come in here, there's a small sitting area, and there's an opening up to like the attic, which is empty, but it's very small. So just pretend that it works. And then in here we have like some bedrooms like that, and here as well, and some bunk beds as well. So there's a lot of people here, so that's really cool. Outside we have a small barn as well, storing some olives, but also tools and things to run the business here. Yeah, and of course the view from here is just beautiful. Like nowadays, modern times, this would have been a perfect Airbnb to rent out. Just look at this, right by the beach. Anyway, let's move over to the other house over there. Oh, that's so cool. Running around here, we get to actually in between these houses here, there is a small olive. I couldn't figure out the name for it. Olive Cove or Olive Orchard or whatever. You know, guys, let me know with a comment. In between here, there's like 3 olive trees. And then we have this one here. And let me show you the interior first. This is a little bit more detail. And you get in here, we have a lot of these urns or bottles of olive oil. And this is just connected to a little storage in the back here of all of that. In this back area here, we have an open area where we have like this olive press. So just imagine people walking around here pressing all the olive oil or the olives to oil. In here we have some fresh olives that will be squeezed. And then in here we have all the finished oil being stored in barrels, and then from there it will be transported into smaller amphoras or bottles or whatever. And there's even a little back area here where some of the helpers sleep, the people that are running the farms and the mill and stuff like that. All right, there's a staircase which leads up to where the family lives. So we get up here, pretty simple stuff. There's actually a little balcony out here, beautiful view as well. And here we have like the bedrooms like that, and a small kitchen as well, which is pretty cozy. I like this place. And I believe up here there's some beds as well, up in the attic here. All right, close to that we have this big, again, field of olives. I can't remember the name for it. And this one is a little bit larger. You have all these old, like crooked looking olive trees. I think it's so cool. And you can access this from here, this little thing, and there's also another gate, I guess, through here. Now let's continue over here, follow the road. Look at this building. I love these climbing roses or whatever. They look really cool. Then we get to the Lord's house, which is this one right here. And this one is quite big, and it's more or less a mansion, I guess. But it has a bell tower so that he can, or his servants can pling it to get people to meet up if there's any important needs that has to be done, or in case of an attack or a storm or something, he has a bell. And it's built here right next to the market where that will be. You can get, it's kind of tricky to show you this, I think, but yeah, let's go through here. This opening here, there's a little storage area below, like that. Whoops. And then we can go in here and we get straight into the living room. And this is like very convenient to have a door right here. If you want people to come by, you can just bring them straight into the living room and talk to them here. Very cozy. In the back here, we have the dining room where they eat and stuff, and this is connected directly to the kitchen over here. The kitchen is connected to a little open yard in the front of the house where we have some chickens and yeah, a small wisteria, is that what it's called? A beautiful tree. And this is connected to yeah, the market again. So we can get around here and get into the kitchen, and this is also connected to a backyard here. And we can get down, we have areas to wash and dry clothes, there's even some oranges growing here. And there's a little storage area below here as well, to store some fish and colder things. Yeah, let's go in this door. And from here we have a little office in the back, like that. And this is connected to a little path that leads back up to the main road here. But it also goes straight down here into the tavern right here. So he has like a shortcut directly to the tavern if he desires to use that. Then there's a staircase which leads up. And to here we have like some living rooms like this. And we have a couple of bedrooms. Like that and like that. And this is also connected to the tower. So, a small sitting area here, and then this leads out to this stair in the front here. From here we can take the ladder up, and here we have a small servant sleeping, so they sleep here. And we can go even further up, and we get to where the bell is. So this is where you ring the bell from. Pretty cool. Let's move on to the tavern, shall we? This right here is a tavern built right by where the harbor will be. I'm gonna build like a stone wall here, retaining the path or the road here, and then the harbor will be built out here. So it's gonna be very conveniently placed like that. And the main entrance is built around the corner here, because I imagine that there might be some extra wind here in the front of the building. So the main entrance is up around here, and it's kind of hid a little bit behind here, like that. And it's very cozy in here. Whoops. You're not supposed to see that. But yeah, a very cozy area, I think. From here we can get to a little, the kitchen area where they prepare the food and stuff. So here we have a little kitchen. And this is connected to the backyard. And this is where people can come, they can tie up their horse below here, like that. And they can sit outside, and there's even a flag here. And a small cart and things. And if we go up this staircase here, there's a little rope here just closing it off. But this is where the family of the tavern lives. So there's a small kitchen up here. They could of course also use the big kitchen downstairs. But yeah, you come up here, we have some beds like this, here as well. and then a small ladder taking you all the way up to the tower here, where there's even a little telescope. You can look out at the bay here and yeah, just have a good time, I guess, after working. And there's even a balcony from here, so you have full control over what's happening down at the harbor. Really happy with how this turned out. Then finally, the last build for today is the inn, which is also built right next to the market, or where the market will be. So you come in here and there's a stable right here. This area here isn't completed yet because I will connect this up to the castle. So in the past the road would have gone here into the castle, so I'm going to be building some ruins and things in this plain area here. So there will be more stuff, but here we have a stable, and then we have the inn right here. Here you can see the colors of the banner. The banners of Saros is, I will try to put it up on screen, I'll probably forget, but it's green over blue, and the green is for olives and blue is for the ocean, and in the middle there's a golden olive tree. So that's pretty cool. You get in here, we have like a lounge area, and there's a small like lobby or desk area where you can talk to the people working here, the innkeeper. Pretty cozy here. Small detail as well, you can see the rock kind of sticking up here, the natural rock. I think that's a cool detail. In the back here, whoops, let's not look at that. It's not done. You might be thinking I'm doing this on purpose right now. There's always one unfinished room, and probably today this is the unfinished room. And this leads out to a little staircase in the back, which will connect to the road here. So small back entrance to the inn here. Around here we have a stair which leads up, and here we have several rooms. Oh man, I keep forgetting these glowstones. So very simple rooms like this. I think it's cool. So nothing fancy, but it works. There's a little storage area here as well, and then the staircase goes up and around, and here we have some simple mattresses you could rent as well that are very cheap, and this is where you could sleep if you can't afford a proper room, and then there's some storage and stuff up here. Alright, let's get down and I will discuss a little bit of what I plan to do as well. So as I said, there's gonna be a castle here, so if you have ideas for something for the castle, do let me know. But it's gonna be built up on a cliff similar to this, but a little bit taller, and then the castle or fort will be in ruins. And from that fort there will be a continuation, like a wall that extends into the water here, which of course also will be ruined. And then out here there will be another cliff and then a lighthouse on. But I'm also thinking of doing a shrine here, because these people here, they believe that when the castle was ruined, that a monster did it, and they are kind of leaving offerings to that monster to prevent it from doing it again. We looking at it from the outside with a little bit of modern. Oh, by the way, look at these trees here, the windswept trees. I think they are gorgeous. Looking at the lore of this place from an outside perspective, you might think that the monster was just a massive storm, but they believe that it was a monster that ruined the castle and the entire town. And we don't know. We don't know what it was, but they will have a shrine, I think, out here for that as well. Apart from that, I'm going to be building one little farmhouse here, but I think this will be abandoned. So this is going to be built more or less completed, but maybe it's a little bit more worn than the other ones and just dark. The interior is going to be left out. And another farmhouse here, I think. And I'm thinking of doing a small chapel out here, because there's a little extension to the cliff here. So a small chapel could look pretty cool right here. And then the rest of these lands here will be filled with farms, really, I think. And then the road, there's going to be two roads, one connecting directly to the harbor, kind of following the natural curve here of the bay. And then there's going to be one road going from the main road here across the land and directly into the main street of Saros as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, if you have ideas and inspiration pictures and stuff like that, make sure to let me know with a comment down below, or leave some inspiration in the Saros chat in my Discord. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.